make sure you like and subscribe. You can follow me on my Twitch and my other YouTube channel. Those links are down below. Also my Patreon, where I have more content on there that I don't post here.
Apollo Creed does. And he's gonna prove it to the whole world by giving an unknown a shot at the title. And that unknown is you. He picked you, Rocky.
Today I'm going to be reacting to Eminem's new song and music video called Houdini.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good fucking luck. You're on your own.
We've got a problem. Check this out.
Aww, I'm so sorry. I have to pause anyways because of copyright. But this is actually already really exciting because it immediately just sounds like old Eminem, Slim Shady. I even see him in the video and it's immediately just Slim Shady vibes. So that's actually really cool. And then Dre calling him, and I guess even Paul, is just immediately already very nostalgic, and so I am really excited for the video.
We've got a problem. Check this out.
So oh no.
Get your ass down here.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's
What?
back?
God, everybody in this video just to say, wait, what? You're doing this again? Or you're back? That is so funny. There's 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg and a bunch of other people. Obviously even Dre, but that's more obvious because like Dre and Eminem. And it's really funny because it's almost as if Slim Shady from the past is stepping through this portal and he's looking around at like, okay, well, how much would have changed if we're taking whenever we knew that era of him to right now? And a lot. I mean, there's VR, even the Instagram influencer type thing, streamers, for annoying social media people. And then like the little robot delivery thing with the dog, which is kind of confusing, but it just seems like it's already, the premise is if Slim Shady stepped into a portal and actually entered into just 2024, this would maybe be his reaction, is what he's setting up. It's funny.
Little baby devil with the forked tongue, and it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the fake perks and a Bud Light shirt.
I also like that he already seems like he's trolling on himself too. Like his past self is kind of looking at his new self and saying that he's lame. He's calling out Bud Light, and it seems like he's back to his old antics because even as his new self, it sounds like his old style. So really exciting.
Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with the fake perks and a Bud Light shirt.
Cipher.
Technician and electrician, y'all light work, and I don't gotta play pretend.
Y'all are light work. Ugh, all of his bars and lines already are so good. Especially since it's even more trolling because he's wearing a Bud Light shirt. You guys are light work. It just all goes together really nicely because his whole theme is making fun of stuff. And he is genuinely making fun of Bud Light, even wearing a shirt like a troll, but then making fun of these people saying, yeah, this isn't even a challenge because you're light work. So it just all goes together really nicely. It's sticking to the same theme and it's making sense. Also, it's not like it's not, oh my gosh, 6-syllable rhyme schemes like we've heard him do before, but it seems like it's kind of covering all of the bases that are important, at least this soon into the song, which is he has a music video for it. It feels catchy and fun, plus it's nostalgic, plus he's still making a point and has a message. It's not just catchy or mumbling or making a bunch of sounds. Like he's saying something that it's like, oh, that was really good. So even with 2-syllable rhyme schemes, I think that it's still very entertaining.
An electrician, y'all light work, and I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe, and you know I'm here to stay. Cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for making
I know, I'm sorry. Really simple. It's like, well, God, anything impresses you. It's, if I were ever to take a leave, aspirin, like a fever, a leave.
If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
What? Gosh. I mean, I was like, oh, wait. Oh, I'm so slow. I caught it. Hold on. Just give me a few extra seconds than other people. But then it's like, okay, well, at least I caught it at all because I don't really know much about just stars, rappers, celebrities at all, but I feel everyone at least heard something about the foot thing, Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in the foot. And maybe they didn't, but I'm lucky that I have, because again, I know no references, but I get that one. Something ever to collab with Meg Thee Stallion, I don't know if I would ever have a shot at her feet. I was like, wait, is he into wait, did she foot thing? Oh, a shot at her feet. Ah!
As for making the stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. I'm about to reach in my back, bruh.
Oh, the music video too is nostalgic.
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
He's doing a throwback to all of people might watch this video and be like, cute, why is she using the word cute? But I find it cute because he's like the sound. I don't want to repeat it. It'll just probably be like right here. Just the sound. I like the sound. And then even the music video itself, but even some of the other things that he's pulling from all different places of that era are really good, because it just feels, I don't know, like those movies where the Spider-Man movies where you're like, oh, finally we get closure, or we get some type of touch base after Tobey Maguire, Spider, like it's just nice to touch back into it and like see that character again. That sound.
Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine as a way of coping, taste of opiates, case of OE, turned me into smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. Yes, I have 0 doubts.
I really wish I could also watch the lyric video to this, because that was just line after line after line. And I also like it because he has multiple rhyme schemes in his bars, so it's not just you're waiting till the end so he can rhyme cat with hat and ooh, codeine, and one of the other words that he used that rhymed. He has it in almost the entire sentence, but you can still follow it and it makes sense. So it sounds really fun and kind of even almost bouncy because every single word goes with each other. But technically it is still a sentence. He might be throwing maybe 1 or 2 extra words in there that if you took them out, it would still make sense. So it's kind of just extra, but he's doing it because it's a style. And so I think that it should be appreciated because he is one of the only people who have that style. I also want to point out the Dr. Dre bit because it's just so entertaining. I'm trying not to say cute for everything, but it's entertaining to see him and Dr. Dre interact because they've obviously been in it since Eminem's been discovered, because it was by Dr. Dre and he put everything into him. So it's really cool to see them in a music video because it also feels nostalgic for Dr. Dre reasons, even though I'm not as into or aware of Dr. Dre himself, mostly just through this. It's nice seeing them interact.
But I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. Yes, I have 0 doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts that censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin.
I just said that you could appreciate it because he has his own style with like the extra words and the fun jumping around things that just sound nice. And people will sometimes make fun of how it's like, yeah, but he's just saying words and a bunch of sounds that sound together. He's not really saying anything. He's just, it's like sounds the same in all of his songs. But even whenever he says in here, I started this off lighthearted, but even he can't help it. He has to throw in the metaphors. He has to make it about a message and kind of like call people out or call things out and make fun of things. He has to have the multiple syllable rhyme schemes because again, he started off kind of just like more catchy and 2 syllables, but now he's rhyming words that I never hear. I think he's already stepped it up to at least 3 syllables. I could be wrong. Maybe he already stepped it up to 4. Maybe he's going to, but it does kind of sound like he's starting to increase his being serious into the song. So.
Fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white chalk, and when I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God!
What? What? Why is he in a video? Why is Shane Gillis in this video? That feels so random. Are they? What? Maybe I missed the point. Wait, he was like knocking it over too, and Shane Gillis was like, "Whoa, man! Like, why is he? Wait, what? I don't I don't feel like I know what's going on. But that's so cool for him because I really like Shane Gillis too. And I know that he's gotten a lot bigger recently. But it feels so random that he's in a video with Eminem. It also could be tied to like, maybe it's because there's been a specific discussion, or maybe it's just kind of not metaphoric, but symbolic to how people in general have since then also gotten podcasts, and they like to talk about, oh, these new and up and coming rappers, or this new beef, or these new trending artists that are like going to take over. And he's kind of just showing, no, as soon as I know that these conversations are happening, I can just walk into the room and literally flip a table and kind of stop the conversation.
Oh my God, attention, get down again.
Oh.
I'm about to reach in my back, bro.
I like that he's kind of making fun of himself because it's like, oh yeah, he's gotten older. He's trying to do his old antics and his old thing, like his old shtick in the video, but then he falls and he's like stretching, like, oh wait, hold on. But he's still really silly. He's still like almost childish and just silly. He doesn't take himself that seriously, even into his older age, which sounds really weird saying. But a lot of people grew up listening to him, so it's also weird hearing it into your 20s or 30s because you're like, oh yeah, he's kind of an older man now. So it's funny that he's wearing like, he's just doing the same stuff that he did so long ago. It's like a much younger person and teasing it.
I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If he could see the way shit is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay.
That's funny because he would always be told all the things that you say is inappropriate. You can't say those words, and constantly kind of like just getting in trouble for the things that he would do. And I think at a certain point, it actually maybe he at least technically slowed down. I'm not blaming those reasons. I'm not saying it's because he was finally canceled. He wasn't really, I don't think. But there was a certain time where it really didn't matter if people were offended or told him what he did was wrong, or you can't say that about blank, because he would do it anyways and literally still get away with it and people still cheered him on. But there was at a certain point, maybe I'm unaware to what the reason was, but he just kind of changed, or he at least stopped doing it. So he's kind of talking about him as right now speaking, wow, what would the old me say about not only me if he saw what I've become, but also just things in society, like what would be his opinion. And he even makes a comment about how he would probably say, oh, he'd probably say this, like happy, like he's trolling how you have to say that now in this video so we don't get canceled. So it's funny, and it's kind of ironic because he's almost doing it so he doesn't get in trouble, but he's doing it in such a mockery type of way to make it seem like, yeah, we have to do this now.
He'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name?
Okay, Backstreet Boy. Look, it seems like they collided instead of really fighting with each other. Like, wow, the old me was really inappropriate, you know, or the old him being like, wow, the new me's super lame. They immediately just collided with each other, and now he's probably about to go off for the last verse of what it would sound like to have his old self back again, but he's still not literally his old self. He's still a new person. He still has new things to say, new thoughts, maybe even better than he used to be, but still has like the old flavor that he used to have.
How many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger prick than cacti be, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Bumping R. Kelly saved the group, the black guy, peas in my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental. That
So interesting. I can't believe he said that. Oh no. I can't even repeat everything he said. It just all happened so quickly. Something about being the biggest, like cacti's bee, like cactuses, because they prick your skin. They're pointy. And then he speaks about how that feels, like like how stinging would be, but like a bee stings, but stinging would be like how it would feel. And then he just races over to after the convertible line, or like leaning his seat back or something, Black Eyed Peas reference, like like the band, but to R. Kelly, like a
The black guy, peas, in my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a motherfucking hacky sack, I treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things to the anger you.
So he said, just to repeat him, Siamese, and he referenced it to a cat, a trans cat. But then the Siamese, like he had mentioned, I guess, races, like how if you just kind of feel you're deciding. I can't repeat it. But wow, he's more bold in those lines.
And say a few things to the anger you. But fuck that, if I think that shit, I'ma say that shit. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul, quit. Snake ass prick, you male cross-dresser, fake ass bitch. And I'll probably get shit for that.
Help. I'm sorry. I laugh when I'm nervous. I like that whenever he's making fun of when he's making a joke, he points to himself. It seemed like maybe even calling himself out as it's not that serious or it's not that deep. I dress like a woman. Maybe am I just trying to make it sound nice? I'm not really sure, but I think that Eminem at the end of the day would maybe be like, oh yeah, no, it's not that deep, or like it is what it is, content, possibly.
Go ahead, Paul, quit. Snake ass prick, you male cross-dresser, fake ass bitch. And I'll probably get shit for that. But you can all suck my dick. In fact, fuck them, fuck Dre, fuck Jimmy, fuck me, fuck you, fuck my own kids, they're brats. Fuck them. Take a scoop off.
That one's shocking. He has all of these Haley. Hey, oh my gosh. That one's even kind of funny because I feel like, once again, maybe it's not that serious, but I also don't know drama that could be going on. Like, people fight, people don't get along with their siblings, people don't get along with their parents. Maybe there was the recent drama where there at least was something, at least with Haley also, because I don't know the other situations, but something happened. But again, he's just kind of making fun of it, or at least bringing it to light, because he's always been like that. Like, he will tell us what he thinks about Kim and Christina Aguilera. He'll tell us what he's thinking about anybody. So even that's kind of funny. Maybe even his own kids would find it funny later, where it's like, yeah, we fought, but we're over it. Hopefully, I bet. It's also just an exciting line because it's shocking. Like, I don't feel like I've ever heard him reference his kids. It's like, oh yeah, F them too, brats. And he's even flipping them off on the camera. And he even squeezed in F Dre. Like, you're not sitting in the car with him. Like, you know that one's not serious.
Fuck my own kids, they're brats. Fuck them. Take a
Jimmy?
scoop off. Them and you are. You too, Paul. Got two balls. Biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping. Never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like...
Goodness, there's the actual Houdini line. So it's funny because a lot of clearly like titles, it would be mentioned way before the end, maybe even in the chorus it would be like the catchy part, but I'm just now realizing, oh, he's just now saying the title of the song, so it brings maybe the biggest attention to this. Like, this is the most potent, this is kind of technically what this is about. I'll disappear like Houdini. I mean, he did kind of start it off with saying abracadabra, like he kind of already referenced the whole Houdini thing, but actually saying it and bringing the attention back, circling around, he says it at the end. So I thought that was good too, because it like rings in your ear a little bit stronger than just having it in the chorus, which is ironic, but it's clever.
I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like...
Trust me, I'm a great driver. Don't worry, I just got my license back.
In my back.
That's so...
Abracadabra. Just like that in my back, bro.
That is so funny. I barely remember Pete Davidson, I think, did a skit, at least somewhere, at some point, well, was somewhere, on SNL probably, of being Eminem. So that was probably the reference to that. I don't remember exactly what happened. It just felt kind of familiar. So it's probably a reference to that. I just barely remember it. I think maybe even it had something to do with the car. But regardless, it's funny, like he even kind of shouted that out. So even things that weren't just funny or references from Eminem himself, he's technically making references even to skits of him by even having Pete Davidson, which feels really random in the video at the end. But I mean, he even had Shane Gillis, he had a bunch of other people. It's a little bit more understandable to have like some of the rappers, because you know, you just assume like, oh, they do music too and they're relevant to like this opinion of, oh, he's back, what, that's crazy. But some of the other people in there felt a little bit more shocking. But yeah, I hope that you guys liked the video. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Go check out all my links, including my Twitch where I live stream, and my Patreon, and my other YouTube channel, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.